Being one of the top agriculture regions, Vietnam is one of the largest rice exporter in the world. It is located in Southeast Asia on the South China Sea. It divided generally two regions, north and south, from Rat River to Ho Chi Minh City. Hanoi is their capital and it has 96.2 million population. While Philippines is also located in Southeast Asia and it is known for archipelagic country in Southeast Asia. Philippines has three main geographic divisions from north to south: Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Capital is Manila, but most crowded city is Quezon City. It consists of many islands and it has 109 million population. Now let's talk about between Vietnam and Philippines leadership styles, form of government, and government structure. For leadership styles in Vietnam, our current president is Nguyen Phu Trong, and he has presided over a widespread crackdown on corruption in Vietnam that has seen several high-ranking ministers and politicians, including one Politburo member, handed prison terms on charges ranging from embezzlement to economic mismanagement.
Our country, the Philippines, is a republic with a presidential form of government wherein power is equally divided among its three branches: the executive, the legislative, and the judicial. The Philippines is currently under a unitary form of government with the president as both the head of state and the head of government. While Vietnam has a communist government, it is one of the five remaining communist countries in the world today. The president is the head of the republic. What makes them different is that they have a prime minister who is the head of their government. It has three branches: the executive, which is administered by the government and the president; the legislative, which consists of the National Assembly of Vietnam; and the judicial, which comprises of the courts.
Similarly, the current president of the Philippines, Rodrigo Duterte, has been cracking down hard on corruption with his own anti-corruption campaigns, which caused the removal from office of several dozen officials, including some top government officials who have been found to be corrupt. He states that if you are corrupt, he will fetch you using a helicopter and throw you up.
Virtually, every country worldwide has committed to achieving universal health coverage by 2030 as part of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. But some countries are progressing much faster than others in delivering equitable access not only to health services, but also to affordable medicines and vaccines. According to the latest Global Monitoring Report on Universal Health Coverage, published jointly by the World Health Organization and the World Bank, 97% of Vietnamese children now receive standard immunizations. The key to its success is not the scale of investment in healthcare, but rather how the government uses its resources, including the country's intellectual capital. Vietnam's government recognizes that to implement its healthcare strategy effectively, it needs help. That is why they established a new working group for primary healthcare transformation led by the Vietnamese Ministry of Health and including diverse actors from the public, non-profit, and private sectors. The group's founding partners are the World Economic Forum, Harvard Medical School, and Novartis. Transportation in Vietnam is improving rapidly, especially the traffic is growing. The administration is creating projects that will improve and address transportation concerns. The two of four major infrastructure projects of Vietnam are the Hanoi's first metro line, where all 13 trains on the route has a total capacity of 1,000 passengers. The stainless steel coaches are approximately 19 meters long. The trains now run at 30 to 35 kilometers an hour, even though they are designed to reach speeds of 65 kilometers an hour. And the Bac Chang Lang Son Expressway. The expressway connecting the Bac Chang province, northeast of Hanoi, to the northern Lang Son province, bordering China, that runs 64 kilometers per hour.
And lastly, people expect state and local governments to provide services such as police protection, education, highway building and maintenance, welfare programs, and hospital and healthcare. Taxes are a major source of income to pay for these services and many others that hit close to home. Programs of the government. In the platform of government, a social contract with the Filipino people. Good governance and anti-corruption. Governance cluster webpage, freedom of information, the people's budget. In the human development and poverty, reduction cluster, Pantawid Pamilyang Pilipino program, K-12 basic education. In economic development, public-private partnership. In security, justice and peace, National Security Policy 2011 to 2006. In environment and climate change, Project NOAA and National Green Program.